Hi there, Erica from Feel Your Core here. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you like how we roll, please like, subscribe, and share with a few of your friends. Today, we're doing micro breaks that are going to help with a tight back or hips. Getting right into it, we're going to start with a little cat cow. So, we want knees underneath the hips, we want wrists right underneath the shoulders, and we begin by rounding the back. That's our cat, and then arching the back. That's our cow. So as I'm going through this, I'm exhaling into flexion. That's the round piece. Pushing the floor away, staying strong through my arms as I send my tail to head and my head to tail. And then I am going to start with the tail rolling all the way through the spine to the head, starting with the tail articulating into cow all the way to the head. So again, when I'm rounding, that's the flexion. I'm exhaling, pushing the floor away, staying strong through arms and legs. As I go into that arch of the back of the cow, I'm inhaling, thinking about 360 or 3D breathing in the rib cage, front to back and side to side. Now I start leading with the head articulating through the tail, and then the same to come back to that round space. So I'm thinking of lengthening the crown of my head, lengthening through the spine into that arched position, leading with the crown of my head, rounding, that's the flexion, scooping my belly in and up, curling my tail between my legs. Breathing the whole way, thinking about the strong arms pushing the floor away, thinking about space through each vertebra of my spine as I articulate through the spine and as I go from round into an arched or flat back, right? We all have different ranges of motion, so that extension may not look so archy for you. From here, I'm going to go ahead and sit it back into a child's pose. I'm going to take some time here. So for me, this is at the end of my day. I've got a little bit of wider stance through the thigh bones, and that helps me sit back in my heels a bit more. I am reaching my arms and my fingertips in one direction and reaching my tailbone in the other. Again, taking some nice, long, deep breaths here as I'm really focusing on opening through the back of my body. So I'm going to take that arm and pull my elbow towards my hip and rotate my head, neck, and my rib cage as much as possible to rotate. I inhale, exhale. So I'm going to the other side here again, thinking about rotating head, neck, and chest. So what you will see as I go through this on each side, again, I'm taking my time here. I'm really enjoying the breath, really enjoying the release of all the tension from my day, from sitting in traffic on the way home, tight, 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 all the way through my neck and shoulders and ribs. So as you see, I'll rotate. You can see my head's kind of still floating, but the more I breathe, the more I let go to gravity, my head lowers down, my body settles in, and then I even take a few breaths there in this place of like pure relaxation. Then I reach those arms forward, seeing if I can sit back in my hips. You can see I'm kind of scooting my fingers away because I'm trying to see if I can sit back in those hips more. Trying to see if I can make my sacrum, the flat part of my pelvis in the back, wider. Seeing if I can open up through my shoulders a little bit more through the back of the shoulders. Here I exhale and rotate the other direction. Again, you can see there's a little lift of my head. I take a couple more breath cycles to see if I can let my head go, my neck go, my rib cage go. Taking a couple breaths in the twist and then rotating back to center. Again, breathing in. I'm trying to make more space in my lats. I'm trying to make more space through my rib cage, more space again through my sacrum, that flat part of the back of my pelvis. So next, after we've lengthened, we're going to go into activation. So this is a lunge with a femur circle. So most importantly, I made sure I was balanced first. I come up to balance. I'm going to circle the femur in the hip socket, and then I step back. So I am doing a little bit more of an advanced move here because you see that I don't put a foot down in between, but you can absolutely come forward, put a foot down in that lunge, then circle. You can see there, I got a little quick for my circle, and my balance was a little bit challenged. Other side. So I'm going forward in this one, knee up, opening external rotation into the front again. Lunging back, coming forward, balance. Now I'm going to kick back, feel that glute activate, open around back to the front. Step back, pull that knee forward, abs in, open around to the back. Step back, step forward, push the leg back, doing the circle in the other way. Okay. So just, I think, maybe 4 each side there. Next up, we're going into a mobility roll down to a squat. So you've seen me do this exercise before if you've been following our channel. And so what I'm showing you here is you can either use like a small dumbbell to elevate your heel. That dumbbell right there is a 5 pound. Or if you have like plates at home, you can use those too. Or you can even use like an inch or a 2 inch book. Okay, just make sure they're the same size. You just want to elevate your feet. You want to have equal weight from the heel. I said feet, really heels. Equal weight from the heels to the toe, but only the heel is elevated. I roll down. I go from round to a flat back. I lift one arm, the other, push through my legs and stand. Again, big scoop, roll down. Notice I'm in that cat position that I already practiced. I articulate into the cow, raise my arms, and lift to stand. So one of the things that I do here, again, is after that articulation from the cat to the cow, make sure you're in your whole foot as you stand, not just in the toes, not just in the heel, but the whole foot. The idea of having the heels elevated is if you have any issues with some ankle mobility, hip mobility, that little lift in the heel will help you get your hips a bit lower and really deep into the squat. And not only is this a mobility move, it's a strength move because it's a body weight squat, right? So even the next day, you may feel a little kind of warmth or energy or tightness in the hips as you go through your day because this is working a little bit of strength and mobility, especially if you don't have it. So from here, I'm just twisting in space. I'm rotating my spine. I'm allowing my hips, my ribs, my shoulders, my neck, and my head to go with. I'm allowing these arms to just flow, right? Because they've been in front of me like little stick figures typing. So I just wanted a little shake out. It felt good. One more time back into that child's pose because it felt so good. And thank you guys so much for spending some time with us today. Remember, take time out for yourself. You can't take care of anybody else if you don't take care of yourself first. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.